Good morning, friends, and welcome to the Dulcimer Crossing Wednesday LiveStream. My name is Steve Uhlberg, and I am one of the co-owners of Dulcimer Crossing, which is dedicated to helping you bridge the gap between what you know and where you want your music to go. This is our Celtic month. Last week we had a jam session, Aaron May and I, as we played Off She Goes, a single jig. And this week we're going to focus on the Braes of Tuliemet. This is for Celtic month, a Strathspey, a Scottish tune. Scottish Strathspey are the fun tunes that have all the rhythm patterns involved in them. They have the Scottish snap, which is a ba-ba, ba-ba, short, long, and they have the hornpipe rhythm, ba, ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. They can also have triplet patterns in them. The one we're doing today does not have a triplet pattern in it. It has just got both the hornpipe and the quick pick, I call it, when I'm playing the mountain dulcimer, or quick hammer when I'm playing the hammered dulcimer. So let me change my camera and hide that, and let's just get into it. Just to hear the beauty of this. I'm tuned D-A-D right now, but this is going to be a minor-ish, ambiguous kind of tune. So let me go refresh there. Okay, good, that's there. This is a tune that's in my Another Jig Will Do book. There's a dulcimer for both kinds of dulcimer book, and there's a guitar edition. This happens to say guitar edition at the top, but it does come. These are all tunes that are grouped by the different tune types, and this is in the Strathspey section. The Braes of Tuliemet. Here we go. Maybe you couldn't see the picking hand as well. Let me do it again. So we start off with a B minor chord of 2-1-0, and we end in an E minor. We start the next section in E minor, go between E minor and D, and then end on an E minor chord. Key signature's got two sharps, which puts us in that D-ish world. So is this a Dorian tune? Is it? It's not. It's missing the note that would need to be there for this to be a Dorian tune. There are no C sharps anywhere. But you can, I love the minoriness. I love the ambiguity of it. And I particularly love the rhythm of it. So this is the way I would use my vocables. The snap I would call penny. And I use penny as the word that I say for that is because we accent. We don't say penny, we say penny. And and it's short. Penny, nickel, penny, nickel. And nickel, penny, nickel, penny, nickel, penny, nickel, penny, penny, nickel, stop, penny, nickel, stop, or nickel, stop. Get my lyrics right. Nickel, we accent the first syllable again, but we might say nickel, but penny, we never say penny. And you don't usually say penny, 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 but nickel, nickel. So I just use these vocables. If they don't work for you, find the ones that do work for you. But I sing through the song to get the timing. Penny, nickel, nickel, penny, penny, nickel, 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 penny, nickel, nickel, stop, nickel, nickel, stop, stop. And I'm saying stop, stop for the quarter notes. That's the A part. B part. Nickel, penny, nickel, penny, nickel, penny, nickel, penny, nickel, penny, nickel, penny, nickel, nickel, stop, stop. So already I can say, oh, my goodness, the very last measure of the A part is exactly the same as the last measure of the B part. And all three measures before that in the B part have the exact same rhythm by the vocables. Nickel penny, nickel penny, nickel penny, nickel penny, nickel penny, nickel penny, nickel, nickel, stop, stop. And in the A part, the rhythm is almost exactly the same, with a difference of penny, nickel, nickel, penny, penny, nickel, nickel, nickel. So the very last beat of those is different. And the third time, penny, nickel, nickel, stop. So the first three beats of all three of those measures are the same. Penny, nickel, nickel, something. Penny, nickel, nickel, something. Penny, nickel, nickel, something. Nickel, nickel, stop, stop. So doing this little bit of analysis is something that can be very helpful in trying to figure out how the tune works. I mean, doing this by ear and listening and imitating what you hear is a legitimate way to do it. For some of us, being able to use our ears, being able to use our eyes, being able to use some vocable strategy stuff, that I think whatever way works to help you get the tune is what's exactly. So if I was just playing the chords, however, I would. Because the rhythm changes with each beat, I don't want what I do chord-wise to get in the way of that. I also might turn my chord around Now, the other thing I'm doing is I'm playing those beats, but I'm playing them with a staccato, not a really fast staccato, but I'm leaving space between the notes, so it's not going to cover up everything. So I'm just trying to make sure that when I'm playing the two parts together, or if I have two friends playing together, that whoever's playing the chords doesn't fill them up with a whole lot of sound. This is not old-timey music where the beats are going to be regular and you kind of know what's going to happen. There's a switch, and I want to make sure we can hear it. So the quick pick is, and I do an out for the bass string and an in. So out, in, out, in. And I'm making sure my in pick is when I hit that E on the high D string. B part, I use my 3 fingers as a movable capo on the 1st fret for the E minor. And I could pick these. But what I do is I use hammer-ons. So that's the mountain dulcimer side of the things. And yeah, you like Strathspeys, Doug, because they give you a chance to rest. There you go. Yeah, I see that, Jim. Now let's turn our attention to what happens on the hammer dulcimer when doing this. There's another possibility, which is really kind of fun. And I'm moving my microphone, moving my camera. Here we go. I need an F sharp and a B. They're right across the bridge from each other. Not exactly. The B is one down. So I'm going to be playing in the D box because the D is the lowest note I'm going to play. The E is the highest note I'm going to play. And I'm alternating hands. I'm not using the B up here, although that's possible. Oops. It would be possible to play it in that kind of diamond type shape or straight up and down. But I'm playing it in more the L shape this way. In the B section, it makes more sense for me to do this. So the whole tune. It feels very stately, and the Strathspey dance is a very stately dance. It's part of the Scottish country dancing repertoire, and the dance does have a hop in it that goes with this with the snap. I've not seen this particular tune danced, but the Strathspeys as a tune type have dances that involve that. Now, I told you there's going to be something fun. There were a few times in the mountain dulcimer version where we strummed and got a chord that gave us some foundation and some accompanying kind of notes. The easiest way to first do this is to do a, you can call this a valley roll. I call it a sweep. And we're going to the bass bridge, but I'm going, and this allows you to work on your accuracy. I want my F sharp to play with my B. And then when it's time for the D, I want my D and A to play together. going to end on an E, but the B goes with the E also. So B is part of B minor, it's part of E minor. And then I could go from the E to the B as well. When I'm dragging across, I'm trying to hit on here, and when it bounces, land on the other one that goes with it. I could also do this from the bottom up. And this is the benefit of having a fifth tuned instrument, that what I'm playing over here is going to be the fifth of this, or what I'm playing here is the fifth higher than this, it's the fifth below this one. So this one note is the tonic and the sub and the dominant in two different keys, or the 1 of B minor and the 5 of E minor. When I'm playing E on this side, I get its fifth. E is the fifth of A. D is the 1 and 5 is the A of D. So there is this relationship which gives me the possibility to support it on the bass string with this. And I can do the same thing up here, the B to the E. And the A to the D. Beautiful tune. And beautiful location. Let me do a quick... All right, now I'm going to share my screen. When we were in Scotland in 2003, in Pitlochry, which is on the River Tay along the A9, and Perthshire, here's Perth, and whoops, I didn't want to do that. Oh no, I did not want to do that. Edinburgh is down here on the Firth of Forth, and you drive up on the M90, and that becomes the A9. You can pick up the A9 then, or the A9 to A9. Anyway, we were coming back from north of there, and we stopped in Pitlochry, where there is the Blair Athol Distillery. Here it is right there. It's a distillery that does not ship to the United States. It all stays in. Oh my goodness, Eridur is temporarily closed. That's very sad. Anyway, I got to tour there, and as we kept coming down, River Tummel joins the River Tay, and now here's Tuliemet. And as you get bigger, you can see here's the Tuliemet Barn, which is a smaller river. And that's the Braes, the banks, the Bonnie Branks and Braes are right here. So, beautiful place. Very excited to be able to go there. But one of the things we did, this is why I'm telling you that story, is when we were touring Scotland, I looked for all the tunes that I knew, and was there a place or location like this that was by here? So we drove and peaked, and then continued south. We were heading back to Edinburgh that particular day. Well, Strathspeys are beautiful and unusual tune types. Some people don't like them because of the rhythmic challenges. That's why I eat that up. There are so many wonderful Strathspeys, and they get played so seldom, which is, why I wanted to focus on it here, but why I'm also in several different, taking every opportunity I can. Now I want to, okay, let's go to members here. All right. Now let's share this. This is another thing I've been working on in the backstage that I want you to take a look at. Let me find there it is. Oh no, come on, that's not what I wanted. Here we are. Under live events, we've had our past archive of this is where all the workshops are. We have monthly workshops. Hunter Walker was just here. We discovered there was an issue with being able to see the workshop video full size if you wanted to. It was always tiny and it couldn't be made bigger. And except for somewhere over here was the hidden tool to click to make that bigger. So we've changed this and send you to the archive of that particular workshop. And here's Hunter's replay video. Now I want to go back, and then if you go below that on that past events page, you can see our archive. We've been doing these live streams since the beginning of April 2020. So here's the entire 2023, 2022, 2021, and 2020 archive. Now these are all archived in a chronological way, which is a good way to view them. But here, let me give you an example. If I want to play this full size, I don't see all the tools. I slide over here, and even if I do this, I've got to get over here somewhere. You can see here's the one times. Here is the picture in a picture. Here are the settings. And then over on the other side of that, nope, that's where I can't find how to make that bigger. And so it's there. There's a tool there, but we can't get to it. So here's what we've done. I'm going to go to the live stream archive, which is now a course that is available for mentor and workshop level students, which has about a third of these in here so far. And they're grouped in modules by theme. So this makes it a lot more useful for someone who's I want to work on this particular thing. So we're dividing them by learning. How do we learn all the different things about that? Theory, music theory, skills and techniques for both. Right now, it looks like all of these are mountain related, or this whole question about being on the road again. issues with performing, technical considerations for both kinds of dulcimers, tools that help us with playing, genres. And here's where we'll find the couple weeks ago, the Celtic Month introduction is right here, for example. And then the live jams, as we continue those will be there. Tune time. And the beautiful thing about this platform is that the lesson can show up in more than one place. It could be genre, it could be in a tune. And then instrument specific, which are ones that are not specifically mountain or hammered dulcimer. So in the process of adding those there, and workshop and mentor level students get access to this all the time. And if you want to have a part-time access to it, you can upgrade for a month from DIY and you'll have access to it. And then just return back to the DIY level when you're ready for that. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. We have some more Celtic stuff to look at. So Doug, if you take a look at the book, see if there's any in there that particularly catch your attention, or that you're glad this one has accessibility for me, because that's valuable stuff. All right. Well, I want you to keep picking, keep grinning, keep pennying and nickel, whatever way the vocables help you figure out your rhythms. I think you'll be happy with that. But for now, I'll say goodbye and see you next time.